So there's some serious bromance going on this carpet.
Yes. No, they're great guys, man. I mean, I'd take these gentlemen camping with me. I would do, they're just good guys. If everybody if we all had the same schedule, we would make it happen. But it just, we haven't had the time yet.
Well, did you guys meet before this film, or did the bromance start when filming this film?
Some of them knew before the movie, but this was the first time I had met the majority of them.
Awesome. So romantic comedy, you get to play kind of like a playboy in this, and you do have a romantic interest, but you guys kind of are in like a cave of your kind of playboy-esque feeling. What's going on? Are you finding true love at the end, or?
I think Jay is the guy that hasn't found it yet. Okay. And I think that when he does, it'll change his whole variety and his whole view of the way he sees the world. But what I really like about Jay is that he doesn't apologize for his choices, He's made a decision and he's very much stuck with it. And so I think that that's something that's very liberating as a human being to say, this is who I am, this is the way I'm going to live, and I love you, or, whatever. And so I like the way that he lives, but eventually he's going to change. It'll happen.
And then I heard that you got into acting from a nurse. Is that true?
Kind of, yeah. I mean, basically, when I just loved acting. I loved watching movies. I loved all of it. And I was in the hospital when I was about 15 years old, and my nurse was a model. And she said, "You should model." And I was like, I don't really want to model. It's just not for me. I want to be an actor. And she said, "You can segue. Start modeling, segue into acting. Move out to California, good luck." And she kind of kept pushing me, going, "I'm going to be watching out. I'm going to be watching out." I'll never forget her name. Her name was Alana, and she was a wonderful woman, and she...
Have you guys talked since?
I haven't. She left the hospital about 2 years after that. Okay. And so I was probably 17, and now here we are, I'm 32 now, so it's been a minute.
So, and then you had tons of success on One Tree Hill. Was it hard transitioning out of the teen heartthrob? Are you still trying, or are you completely out of that now?
I think that for me, it's just about kind of growing as an artist and really finding what makes you creatively fulfilled. And this past year has been a wonderful year for myself as an actor. And I mean, everything from this, where you get to play something aside from the moral center, which is where I usually have been before, and I played a homeless heroin addict and other people's children, lost 25 pounds for that role. I got to go work with Tyler Perry and played a racist redneck with a speech impediment. That was fun for a little bit. And then ran, and now I'm doing this great show, Chosen, and it's the emotional spectrum that anyone could go through put in this scenario. And so there are no easy scenes. It's the hardest shoot I've ever had. And it does nothing but go and challenge you and scare you a little bit. And then at the end of the day, it just feels so good to go home and go, wow, okay.
It's better than that, right?
Like, all right, I didn't collapse. We made it work, and film's forever. So I believe in doing the work.
I love it. Well, thanks so much. Thanks for hanging out with us. Good luck. Yeah.